Welcome to this Veterans Yoga Project, Recovery, Resilience, and Realization 3R Yoga. My name is Brian G, and I'm honored and delighted to be here with you tonight. Thank you so much for your presence and for your attention. As I mentioned, I want to do a couple of quick announcements here before we start. The first is a reminder that our guiding principle, our first guiding principle, is support precedes action. So ensure that you have whatever you need for your support. And then our second announcement is just to reminder that this is your practice. You are in the privacy of your space by design. That is the design of this class. There is no incoming video. I cannot see you. That's by design. You're in the privacy of your own space. It is your practice. You're going to hopefully will do what is right for you. Listening to the wisdom of your body, honoring that wisdom of your body by taking any alternate posture if you need to, modifying any existing posture with blocks, straps, bolsters, blankets, whatever you need to support yourself, and or coming out of any posture at any time. I'm offering and suggesting and inviting from here. Everything is that the only thing that's required of you is to be present and to breathe. And so just feel into the wisdom of your own practice and your own body. Let us come into a supported posture and land here and just begin to prepare for our practice today by setting ourselves in our posture of support, whatever that means to you. The only suggestion is that you be able to lengthen your spine and breathe. Feel the support that is available by whatever part of your body that is in contact with something. So imagine that whatever part of your body is in contact with the floor or the chair or the bolster or the cushion or the seat or the mat or whatever's touching, feel that sensation of touch, that sensation of connection, and bring your awareness to that connection as support. Find support in this moment. What is it like to be supported in this moment? Then, having established yourself in support, I invite you to lengthen through the side body, lengthen through the crown, tuck the chin slightly to feel the length in the back of the neck, feel the entirety of the spine from the base to the crown. And notice what happens in your body as the spine elongates and aligns. Check into the difference in the energetic body as the spine elongates and aligns. And then rooting into those places of connection, keeping the spine lengthened and long. I invite you on your inhale to float your hands to your heart space in a way that brings awareness to your heart space. Maybe your hands in prayer, maybe left hand over the heart, right hand over the left. And bringing awareness to the heart space, I invite you to look inward to your heart space and allow to arise in your heart space anything for which you are grateful, any one thing for which you have gratitude, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. Whatever it is that arises for you, take a moment to acknowledge it, become aware of it, see it clearly in your mind's eye. And then whatever it is that you're grateful for, I invite you to anchor it right there at your heart space. And having established support and allowed gratitude to arise, I invite you, if you choose to set an intention for your practice this evening. Perhaps just a simple intention to keep your gratitude centered or to just be in your breath. But whatever your intention is, I invite you to state that to yourself in a clear and declarative voice as if it is already done. And then anchoring your intention right there at your heart next to your gratitude, I invite you to take a full inhale. And as you exhale, if you choose, bow to your intentional grateful heart and offer a benediction to seal your intention. Now, namaste. And then release the hands down. Let the chin rise. And then bring yourself to your mat. We're going to begin on child's pose or wisdom pose, as we know it around here this evening. So come down into your mat, and then you have the option, knees can go wide so that the torso might fall between the thighs, or knees come together if that's more alignment for you. But allowing your hips to move back toward your heels, maybe the buttocks even touch your heels, maybe not. Arms extend a little bit in front of you, keeping the elbows lifted, maybe popping up onto the fingertips to feel a little length in the bottom of the arms. And then maybe your head comes in. Maybe it's a great place for your gear. So first place to use support. Maybe you bring your block underneath your forehead at whatever height is appropriate for you in this particular posture. Or maybe you bring your block. Maybe you bring your forehead to the mat. Whatever is appropriate here, just finding yourself here. And then begin to settle into this posture. Continuing to keep the elbows lifted, but not stressing or straining. We're not trying to overreach here. Just gently extending the fingers and then pressing out of the palms to feel the hips move toward the heels. And then just releasing into this child's pose, this wisdom pose. Releasing the lower back, finding yourself here. Just taking some breaths. So again, checking in with your breath, breathing in here, full inhalation, complete exhale. Now we're going to begin to move from here just to begin to open up the body. So on the inhale, we'll just slide the chest forward over the hands and come down onto the mat. So the hands are now underneath the shoulders, thumbs at the breast line, and then press into the tops of the feet and lift the crown of the head. So just this little baby cobra. Maybe your elbows move towards each other behind your back. Maybe your elbows move towards your hips, lifting out of the chest. Little light pressure in the fingertips, just supporting yourself here. It's early yet. And then just find this posture. So the knees are lifted and engaged because we're pressing into the tops of the feet. Maybe the fingers are tented to lift the chest a little higher. And we're lifting the crown, bringing the heart forward and breathing. So this is our cobra. And this is our inhale posture. So inhale here. And then as you exhale, just allow yourself to press into the hands and push the hips back toward the heels and come into this extended wisdom pose. And this is our exhale. So begin to find that movement on your own. Aligning your movement with your breath, inhaling forward into cobra, and exhaling back into wisdom pose. And just feeling this begin to open up the body. And seeing if you can align with the breath. So your pace may be different than mine, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Here in this simple movement, you begin to find your own pace. Just a couple more here. And the next time you come into cobra, maintain for a breath or two here. Just stay lifted. And then notice on the exhale, there's a tendency to maybe bob a little bit. Maybe you can minimize that, maybe not, it doesn't matter. Take a full inhale. And then exhale, press back into your wisdom pose. Now maybe you feel a little bit looser here. Maybe you find a little bit more mobility. See if you can walk your fingertips out a little bit further. And then just gently walk your hands off the right side of your mat. So you're feeling into this left side of your body being opened up, right? The hands are moving off to the right. Maybe your left hand crosses over your right, maybe not. And you're just feeling along the left side of the body, a little opening, breathing in and breathing out. Full inhalation. And then as you exhale, walk the hands back to center. And then inhale, walk the hands over to the left side of the mat, maybe off the left side of the mat, maybe the right hand crosses over the left. Pressing back into the heels and opening through the right side of the body. Just feeling that opening, breathing here, full inhale. And an exhale, just feeling that opening. Full inhale. And then as you exhale, walk the hands back in front of you. Extend the fingers a little bit longer. Feel the length underneath the arms. Maybe you feel that armpits extended. Pop up on the fingertips a little bit. Puffy fingertips, spider fingers. And then exhale, just bring your hands back by your feet, palms up. So you'll feel the shoulders then release. Releasing that activity. Now we're going to work our way upright. So inhale the arms forward.
Exhale, press the hips back toward the heels. Inhale, come up into all fours. Just take a moment. So your knees are underneath the hips, palms are underneath the shoulders, slightly in front of perhaps. And here we're going to move the spine a little bit. So we're going to do our cow-cat posture. So on the cow posture, so we drop the belly, the lower spine will arch a little bit, the heart will come forward, the crown will lift. And then on the exhale, we're going to round the spine, let the biceps frame the ears as the head rolls under, and roll the hips under. So you're feeling that spinal rounding. And think about your spine here. Breathe into your spine. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the spine. Exhale, round the spine. Now begin to find this movement, your pace, your rhythm, your breath. As if you could breathe into the vertebra in the back of the spine and feel the spine articulating as the arching and rounding. And the energy flowing through the torso. And a couple more here. Okay. Come back and inhale to center. And then we're just going to add a little bit of activation through the chest here. So as you exhale, just walk your hands out in front of you, keeping the hips stable. The hips stay over the knees stay underneath the hips, and you're just bringing your chest toward the mat. So this is called heart melting pose. So imagine you're melting your heart into the mat. And maybe again, your forehead comes down to the mat, or maybe you use your block for support here. And again, see if you can keep the elbows slightly lifted without putting too much strain on anything. No stress, no strain, no exertion here. Just allow yourself to feel how the shoulders and the chest are now opening up. And breathe here for a moment. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Full inhalation, maybe walk the fingers a little bit, maybe not. Maybe your body's ready to move yet. It's all good. And exhale. On your inhale, slowly walk the hands back underneath the shoulders, and then move them out in front of the shoulders a little bit, preparing for your downward dog. Curl the toes of the feet, press into the balls of the feet, press back through the heels. So feel you're engaged now through the hips. And maybe just press into the fingertips and the heel of the palm to lift the knees slightly. Find your balance here. And then continue to lift the hips, beginning to straighten the legs. Let the chest move back toward the thighs. Let the crown of the head drop toward the mat, and then allow the heels to move towards the bottom of your mat. This is your down dog posture. Take a moment here to balance and find yourself in down dog. Maybe walk your dog a little bit, bend one knee, press back to the opposite heel, feel the length in the back of the leg. Switch the knee bend on your breath. Find this length. Yes. Now we're not going to spend too much time here in this lower bearing posture, but just see if you can find balance here first. Allow the heels to drop, lift the hips, let the heels drop. Full inhale. A complete exhale. On the inhale, look up between the hands. On the exhale, just gently walk your feet forward, bringing your feet between your hands. Now, great place again for your gear. Maybe your hands don't touch the mat. You use your gear at whatever height is appropriate to support yourself here. Your practice, releasing the hands, letting the head just hang. So maybe just check your neck is loose by shaking your head a little side to side, no tension in the neck. Or up and down, bobbing the chin. Yes, my neck is released. And then pressing into the ball of the foot and the heel of the foot, maybe lifting the hips a little higher. Maybe the legs are straightening. Maybe you're hinging at the hips so that your forehead comes toward your shins, and you're just finding this fold. Allowing the body to open. So the body will work its way into this. So don't force, no stress, no strain, no overexertion. Allow the body to open and support your body in that opening. Maybe grab your elbows in front of or behind the legs to provide yourself whatever support you need here. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. If you're holding your elbows, release the elbows, bring the shins to the palms, palms to the shins. And then as you inhale, straighten your elbows to support your back coming flat, parallel to the mat. Breathe in behind the heart, full inhale. And exhale, release. Inhale, bend the knees slightly, root to rise. So feel yourself rooting down into the feet as you begin to roll up the vertebra and the spine, one vertebra at a time, bringing the head and neck up last, taking the arms up, straight line lift, and exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Inhaling, take the arms up, exhale, hinge and fold. Inhale, come to that flat back. Exhale, place the hands beside the feet, step the right foot back to a lunge, drop the right knee and the top of the right foot to the mat. Stabilize here. And then pick up your hands, maybe bringing them to the knee for support, maybe straightening the arms to lift the torso. Establish yourself here. Drop the hips and then inhale, take the arms up. Interlace the fingers, steeple the index finger, press the palms together or hook the thumbs, or maybe your hands are out to the side. Your position that's right for your arms and your shoulders. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink into that right knee and the left heel. Stay here as you lift and breathe. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring the hands down. Frame the foot, curl the toes, step back into a plank. Inhale here to stabilize and plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, release the tops of the feet and lift the chest, come into your cobra. Exhale, press back into your downward dog. Take a full inhale. And a complete exhale. Inhale here, look up between the hands. Exhale, bring the right foot forward between the hands. Drop the left knee in the top of the left foot. Stabilize here. And then engage. Maybe pick up the hands again. Maybe use the knee. Maybe not. Find yourself here, steady and sure. Then inhale, take the arms up. Interlock the thumbs the other way. Interlace the fingers the other way. Press the palms, or just find your arm position as you inhale. Lengthen, and then exhale. Sink into the left knee and the right heel. Staying long and lifted as you engage and root to rise. Inhale. And then exhale. Bring the hands to prayer. Frame the foot. Curl the toes of the back foot. Step the left foot forward to join the right. Come into your forward fold. Inhale to your flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, we're going to add a twist. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, step the left foot back, drop the left knee. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, find this posture first. Inhale here. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer and then rotate the torso to the right, bringing the left elbow to the right knee or outside the right thigh. Press the palms at the chest, stack the shoulders. Maybe look back over that right shoulder, finding your space here as you inhale and exhale. Checking in with yourself as you exhale. Maybe you're finding a little space in the abdomen. We rotate from the abdomen. So think about your belly button. Maybe you find a little space for your belly button, maybe not. Breathing here, feel into that twist. Generous hug for your internal organs. A full inhale, a complete exhale. Inhale here, exhale, rotate back to center, release the hands, frame the foot, curl the toes, lift the left knee, step back into your plank. Inhale, stabilize and plank. Exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin, or reverse push-up. Inhale, come forward into your cobra. Exhale, press back into your downward facing dog. A full inhale and downward dog. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Look up between the hands as you exhale. Bring the left foot forward. Between the hands, drop the right knee at the top of the right foot. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, sink in. Stabilize here. Find your posture. Steady, sure, supported. Full inhale. Exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, hands to prayer at the chest, and then rotate the torso to the left, bringing the right elbow to the left knee or outside the left thigh. Again, stacking the shoulders, pressing the palms at the chest, maybe looking back over the left shoulder. Find yourself here. Breathe in. As you breathe out, bring your awareness to your navel, to your belly button, to your abdomen. Maybe there's some space created for you. Maybe not. Maybe you're good right where you are. Be where you are. Be in your practice here. Opening and twisting. Breathing in. Breathing out. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Rotate back to center. Release the hands. Frame the foot. Curl the toes of the right foot. Lift the right knee and step forward into the forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise. Exhale, release the hands. Alternate here. Inhale, the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Hands beside the feet. Step the right foot back. And then drop the right heel down and in. So your right foot is at an angle. You're pressing into the back foot and down into the front foot. So you're balanced here. So find your stability and balance. And then inhale again. Either bring the hands through the knee or just come up and bring your hands to whatever posture is right for you. Maybe you hook the thumbs. Maybe you interlace the fingers, steeple the index finger. Maybe you just press the palms. And then press into the outside of the right foot and bend into the left knee. Find your warrior. Now, hips, ribs, chest, shoulders, head, all face the top of your mat. So the tendency is to get open here. So maybe just take your hand to your right hip and gently guide yourself so your hips are facing off the front of your mat. Find your warrior. Inhale, look up maybe. Exhale, maybe sink in a little deeper, maybe not. Just be in your warrior. Steady, sure. So you've been called forth. It's time to muster up. Here we are. Inhale. And then exhale, straighten the right leg, bring the hands to prayer. Inhale here, exhale, hinge forward so the torso is parallel with the mat. Find this posture first. Now you can stay here or take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, and press the backs of the palms away from you towards the back wall. Stay here or continue to hinge forward and bring the forehead toward the knee. Now, don't overdo it here. Again, support. Find your support. So you can bring your hands to your block, to your thigh, to your shin. You're feeling this modified pyramid pose here. Sort of a wide-legged pyramid pose, opening through the hip girdle. Breathing. Now, inhale here. Exhale, bend into that left knee. And release the left shoulder inside, maybe, coming into your humble warrior. Breathing here. A full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Lift the torso parallel. Release the hands back to prayer. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Step the right foot forward, join the left. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And Then from here, step the left foot back, dropping the left heel down and in. Find yourself here, stabilize, and then again, maybe come through the knee or bring the arms up. Establish your position. And again, make any micro adjustments. So you want to feel yourself pushing into the outside of that left foot. So maybe you need to make a little micro adjustment. You want to keep the hips, shoulders, chest, ribs all facing the front. And then bending into that right knee. Find your warrior here on this side. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale here, look up. Exhale, bring the hands to prayer. Straighten the right leg on the inhale. On the exhale, hinge forward. Bring the torso parallel to the mat. Stay here or find your supports. Keep your hands behind you perhaps. Lengthen. And if you like, maybe releasing a little deeper, bringing the forehead toward the knee. Modified pyramid pose. Breathe here. Feel yourself pressing into the outside of the left foot equally with the right foot. Balanced weight here. Inhale here. Exhale, bend into that right knee. Drop the right shoulder down and in. Maybe come into your humble warrior. Finding your full expression of the pose, whatever that looks like for you. Full inhale. Complete exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sink in. On the inhale, begin to lift the torso back up. Straighten the right leg. Bring the hands back to prayer. Inhale, the torso upright. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, take the arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Place the hands beside the feet and walk or step the feet back into your plank. Inhale here and stabilize. Exhale, lower down. Release the tops of the feet. Release the hands. And then roll to your back, either direction. We're going to add a hip twist here. So, take your hands out from your sides, 60 to 90 degrees to create space. Bring your knees toward your ceiling and the heels toward the hips. Take the right leg high, straighten the right leg, and then cross that leg over so that the back of the right thigh, the right hamstring, is pressing against the top of the left thigh. So you're squeezing there. You can almost feel the engagement of the thighs begin to tilt the pelvic bowl. Inhale here. Oh, look at this, right on time. And then exhale. Allow the legs to come across the body to the right as you look over the left shoulder. Now, the knees are moving both across the body, but the thought is away from the face. The left shoulder is relaxed. So there's no lifting of the left shoulder. If your shoulders are beginning to come up, you're overdoing it. Don't overdo it. This is just an opening through the hip, girl. So the twist is now moving down into the back of the left hip. Breathing, I can talk, breathing in across the front of the body, and allowing gravity and the weight of the legs to do the work here. Full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale here. Exhale, just let everything be. Just feel your body, let your body move as it wants to. On the inhale, come back to center. Take the right leg high, press through the heel, flex the toes, maybe bring the knee toward the face, and then release the right leg long. Release the left leg long. Notice the difference one side to the other. Then bring both knees into the sky, both heels toward the hips, and we'll go the other side. Press the left heel to the ceiling, flex the toes, bring the knee to the face, and then cross the left thigh over the right so that the left hamstring is pressing into the right quadricep, back of the left thigh. And you can feel that pressure begin to maybe tilt your pelvic bowl, so you're actually creating a little bit of connection there. Feel that support that's gathered as the two thighs press together. Inhale here, lengthen through the crown, and then exhale. Let the knees come to the left across the body as you look over the right shoulder. And again, same issue when your right shoulder begins to lift, that's your edge, just be there. Allow the knees to move at the weight of the knees and gravity. No, so we're not pushing or pressing or exerting here, we're just allowing the twist to happen. Allow yourself to open across the front of the chest and breathe into that right hip. Full inhale. And a complete exhale, relaxing the crown, relaxing the shoulders, relaxing the feet, just letting the hip be engaged here. Full inhalation. And a complete exhale. Full inhale. A complete exhale. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Take the left leg high, press the heels, flex the toes, and then bring the leg long. Take the right leg out to join it. Then bring your knees in toward your chest. Reach up and grab just below the knees. Squeeze, maybe a little rock side to side just to release any tension. And then just find yourself here. We're just going to rock on the spine a little bit. So gently, just begin to rock on your spine, and you decide how long or big this roll will be. Just a little bit of rocking, you'll feel a little bit of maybe energetic release back there. And then just roll yourself up and come around to your seated posture. And we're going to do a dynamic breath here. That will bring our attention and our energy into the center of our chest, into our heart space. So establish yourself in your supported seat, whatever that means to you. Now, a couple of things here with the activating breath. This is known as a Bhastrika or a bellows breath. So a couple of things you need to be aware of with this Bhastrika, as with all breath practice. The body is very still. With the awareness is on the breath in the nostrils, and if you're using the Bhastrika with the diaphragmatic movement, and the focus is at the brow point if the eyes are closed, or at the tip of the nose if the eyes are open. Tendency in the activating breath is to get overactivated. We're not trying to do that. So there's no stress, no strain, no overexertion. We're just breathing. And so if you are on your cycle, your menstrual cycle, just do long, deep breaths, full inhales and full exhales, deep into the body cavity, deep into the belly, abdomen. So, and then the arm movement is optional. So you can just be in your posture with your hands on your knees, palms up if you just want to be inspired, palms down if you feel you need a little more grounding. If you'd like to do the arm movement to actively engage through the arms are going to come out at a 60-degree angle. And then we're going to circle the arms in around, so front to back, if you will. Okay. And that goes in alignment with your breath. So you'll be, if you're using the Bhastrika or bellows breath, it'll look and sound something like this. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath. Okay. Now we're going to be here for a minute or two. So you want to not overdo this. Come out of it at any time, adjust at any time. If you feel like you're getting overexerted, if your body starts to feel like it's rocking and rolling, then it's time, you're working too hard, it's time to back off, take a break. All right, so choose your seated position, establish yourself in your posture. And those are not familiar with the Bhastrika breath, we're just simply using the diaphragm. So take a moment to place your hand on your belly button. And then just imagine you're pulling your belly button toward your spine on the exhale. So you may feel that diaphragm move. And then when you release, the inhale comes. Now the inhale and exhale are the same length, intensity, volume, but it just feels like something we're exaggerating on the exhale, but we're not. We're in equal breath. So don't overdo it, don't overthink it, just do the best you can. So choose how you want to be with your arms. And then just begin your breathing. And remember, it's your rhythm, your pace, your breath. And so you may be going faster or slower than me. That's absolutely to be expected. It's your practice.
And you're just feeling into it for yourself. So find yourself here and it takes a moment to establish. This feels a little awkward. Can you align the rhythm of your breath with the movement of your arms and then your body trying to be still? And you just let go of any thought analysis process and just be, just do the best you can. Just be here. Just think about it. I'm just sitting and breathing. That's all we're doing. We're sitting and breathing. Don't overthink it. Don't overdo it. Just be in your practice. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. And just allow your practice to be what it is. Feel into what's happening in your body. And just stay with it. Just go with what you got. You got this. Another 30 seconds here. On the next inhale, take the arms out at 60 degrees if your arms are up. Otherwise, just take a full inhale and gently retain this breath. So think about lifting gently at the base of the spine, at the pelvic bowl, at the heart. Think about relaxing the shoulders, even though your arms might be up. Think about tucking your chin to feel the shoulders relax, the length of the spine. And then just be still. Feel everything at the center of your being. And then when you are ready to simply exhale, allow the hands to float to the knees. Turn the palms up, bring the thumb and forefinger together and sit very still. Be very quiet. Allow everything to settle. Feel into where the energy is in your body. Check in your heart space with your gratitude and your intention. Just have an opportunity to integrate and be. Effort and then ease. The basis of our yogic practice. We work between generating and releasing, what we call sthira and sukha, allowing ourselves to just be. Be very still. Release any shaping of the breath and just allow the breath to restore. Be in your breath. Now we're going to balance that breath with an alternate nostril breath. So we teach mental awareness. So you're just going to bring your mental awareness to your left nostril. Inhale through the left. Switch your awareness to your right nostril. Imagine that you're exhaling through the right. Staying there, imagine you're inhaling through the right. And then switch your awareness to your left nostril and exhale through the left. So we're just switching the awareness, mental awareness to the left and right, switching on the exhales. Inhale left. Exhale right. Inhale right. Exhale left. Your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Just continue that pattern. Now, if your practice involves using the hand mudra to actually block the nostrils, then feel free to go ahead and do your practice. And again, we're just going to be here for a bit, balancing out the energies, allowing ourselves to be your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. Inhaling left. Exhaling right. Inhaling right. Exhaling left. Continue the pattern, your rhythm, your pace, your breath, your practice. One more round here, wherever you are. So that when you next find yourself exhaling through the left, go ahead and release the awareness or the mudra if you have a mudra. And then take a moment to find your posture of guided rest. So maybe you want to come down on your back on the mat. Letting your toes fall open. Taking your heels as wide on the mat as is comfortable for you. Bringing your palms down by your side. Palms up. Lengthening through the crown of the head. And then imagining you can pull down on your side ribs so that your lower back, you can feel your lower spine against the mat. And then take a moment here to provide yourself with any additional support that you may want in your guided rest today. Maybe you have an eye cloth or a blanket or a shawl. Maybe you like a bolster underneath your knees. Whatever it is you need to provide yourself, just maybe a little bit more support, maybe even 1% more support here. And then let go. Let go, be done, you're done. Release everything. Release any conversation, analysis, competition, criticism. Just let it all go. Just be done. Allow yourself to rest. Find stillness. And if you find it's difficult to rest, this is a very difficult posture for a lot of us. If you find it's difficult to just let go and be, and you find your mind just has to be active, your mind just has to wander, then I invite you to encourage your mind to track your body, looking for areas of tension or tightness, constriction or contraction. And when you find those areas, if you find those areas, then bringing your awareness to trying to breathe into those areas of tightness. And if you find that you can't really breathe into the tightness, then perhaps try softening around whatever's tight. And noticing what happens as you soften. Often, as you soften, you find support. And become aware of yourself here on your mat, in your space, resting. Just see yourself resting. Maybe you can witness yourself resting. And as you witness yourself resting, allow once again to arise a sense of gratitude. Maybe one thing you're grateful for, maybe just the possibility of gratitude. See it clearly in your mind's eye and observe yourself resting in gratitude. And as you rest here in gratitude, I'll take this opportunity to extend my sense of gratitude to you. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your practice. I'm honored to be here, truly. And I invite and encourage you to stay here in grateful rest for as long as you like. And whenever you do rise, please take the echoes of your practice and your gratitude with you as you go through the remainder of your day, lifting yourself and all that you come into contact with. Have an amazing day.